A pregnant woman Natasha Henshaw's zoo trip took an unexpected turn when a tiger did something absolutely incredible. She was all set for a fun day out with her friends, but little did she know she'd become the center of attention in a way no one could have imagined. Natasha's heart pounded as she made eye contact with the majestic Bengal tiger. She had visited the Potawatomi Zoo in South Bend, Indiana, for a simple photo opportunity, proudly showing off her 7th-month pregnant belly. But as she lifted her camera, the tiger's ears perked up, and it moved closer to the glass with a focused intensity that made the small crowd in the zoo gasp. The tiger's amber eyes seemed to look straight through Natasha, focusing on her swollen belly. Then, with surprising grace for its size, the tiger sat down in front of her and gently placed its paw on the glass exactly where her pregnant belly was pressed. The crowd held their breath. Natasha's eyes widened in disbelief. "Oh my gosh," she whispered, "what's happening?" Unaware of the stir it was causing, the tiger began to make a low rumbling sound. It wasn't a growl, it sounded more like a purr. "It's like he knows you're pregnant," Brittany, one of Natasha's friends, exclaimed, using her phone to record the incredible moment. As if responding to Brittany, the tiger started nuzzling the glass, its whiskers twitching as it tried to get closer to Natasha's belly. The crowd grew larger, people pushing and jostling for a better view of the unbelievable scene. Still frozen, Natasha couldn't look away from the tiger. She felt a strange connection, as if the animal understood the precious life growing inside her. "Show your belly," someone in the crowd called out. Hesitantly, Natasha lifted her shirt a little, revealing her round tummy. The tiger's reaction was immediate and astonishing. It pressed its face against the glass, making soft chuffing noises that sounded almost affectionate. As minutes passed, the tiger showed no signs of losing interest. It paced back and forth, always returning to Natasha, its eyes never leaving her belly. Zoo staff, alerted by the growing crowd, arrived on the scene, their faces a mix of confusion and wonder. A zookeeper named Mike pushed through the crowd. "Well, I'll be damned," he said, scratching his head. "In all my years here, I've never seen Raja act like this with a visitor." "Raja?" Natasha asked, still resting her hand on her belly where the tiger Raja was nuzzling the glass. Mike nodded, amazed. "Yeah, that's Raja. He's usually cool with visitors, but it looks like he's really connected with you and your baby." As Mike spoke, Raja finally pulled away from the glass, but his eyes were still fixed on her belly. "It's like he's standing guard," Brittany whispered in awe. Mike rubbed his chin thoughtfully. "You know, there are stories about animals sensing pregnancy. They can pick up on hormonal changes we can't detect, but this is on another level." Natasha was overwhelmed by the attention. She had come to the zoo expecting a nice day out and some cute photos for the baby book. Instead, she had become the main attraction. As the day went on, Raja's behavior continued to astonish everyone. He refused to leave his spot by the glass, even when the zookeepers tried to tempt him with his favorite treats. It was as if he had appointed himself Natasha's protector. Word of the incredible encounter spread quickly. Soon, local news crews arrived, eager to capture footage of the tiger, who seemed to have a sixth sense about pregnancy. Natasha found herself thrust into the spotlight, fielding questions from reporters and curious onlookers. "How does it feel to have a tiger blessing your baby?" one reporter asked, shoving a microphone in Natasha's face. Natasha laughed nervously, still trying to process the day's events. "It's incredible," she said, her hand resting protectively on her bump. "I never expected anything like this. It's like Raja could see right through me." As the day drew close and the zoo prepared to shut its gates, Natasha didn't want to leave. She approached the glass one last time, and Raja immediately perked up at her presence. "Thank you," she whispered, pressing her hand against the glass. Raja mirrored her action, his massive paw dwarfing her hand. For a moment, it was just the two of them, woman and tiger, connected by something beyond understanding. As Natasha and her friends left the zoo, still buzzing from the day's events, they didn't notice the sleek black car parked across the street. Inside, a woman with sharp eyes and a tablet computer watched them intently. "Target is leaving the premises," she spoke into a hidden microphone. The tiger's reaction was unexpected. "How should we proceed?" A crackly voice responded through her earpiece. "Continue surveillance. This could be the breakthrough we've been waiting for." The woman nodded, her eyes never leaving Natasha as she climbed into her car. As Natasha's car pulled away from the zoo, the mysterious woman in the black vehicle started her engine. She followed at a discreet distance, her mind racing with possibilities. Her name was Agent Sarah Chen, and she worked for a covert government agency investigating paranormal phenomena. As they drove through the suburban streets, Chen saw something odd. Dogs that usually barked at cars were quiet when Natasha passed. Natasha pulled into the driveway of a small two-story house. Chen parked a few houses away and watched Natasha get out of her car and walk to her front door. Nothing unusual happened. Chen observed Natasha's routine. While there were no dramatic animal interactions, Chen remained interested in Natasha's connection with the tiger at the zoo. She decided to continue monitoring Natasha's daily activities to gather more information about her normal behavior outside the zoo. Meanwhile, Natasha couldn't shake the feeling that something extraordinary had happened. She tossed and turned that night, dreaming of Raja's amber eyes and gentle paw. When she awoke, she felt an inexplicable urge to return to the zoo. Over the next few weeks, Natasha started visiting Raja the tiger almost every day. Each time, Raja reacted similarly, paying close attention and acting protective. Natasha didn't know Agent Chen was watching from a distance, carefully noting every interaction. Her bosses believed Raja's behavior was more than just animal instinct. She could understand her pet cat's meows very well, and even the neighborhood dogs would sit quietly when she walked by. Feeling worried and confused, Natasha talked to her doctor, Dr. Amelia Foster. To her surprise, Dr. Foster didn't dismiss her concerns. Instead, she shared that she had seen cases where pregnant women had strong connections with animals. "Natasha," Dr. Foster said kindly, "I think your baby might have a rare genetic trait that enhances empathy and communication with animals. It's not dangerous, but it is extraordinary." This news both excited and scared Natasha. Would her child have a normal life? Raja seemed to sense her worry and became more agitated during her visits, pacing and making low sounds. One evening, Natasha noticed a black car following her. Panicking, she called her friend Brittany, who told her to go straight to the police station. When Natasha arrived, Agent Chen realized her cover was blown. Making a quick decision, Agent Chen approached Natasha and showed her badge. "Mrs. Henshaw, I'm Agent Sarah Chen. I'm here to help you understand what's happening with your baby." At first, Natasha was skeptical, but she listened as Agent Chen explained that her agency was interested in the bond between her unborn child and animals, especially Raja. Chen assured Natasha that they meant no harm and wanted to study and nurture this gift. "We believe your child could bridge the gap between humans and animals in ways we've only dreamed of," Chen said. Though cautious, Natasha felt relieved. Finally, someone could provide answers. She agreed to cooperate with the agency as long as her child's safety and privacy were protected. As her due date neared, Natasha's connection with animals grew stronger, and she became worried. Dr. Foster suggested Natasha stay at the private clinic for the last weeks of her pregnancy. Agent Chen's agency provided security to keep Natasha safe at the clinic. Natasha missed Raja terribly. To help ease her mind, Agent Chen arranged for a live video feed from Raja's enclosure to be set up in Natasha's room in agreement with Dr. Foster. Watching Raja's calm presence, even from afar, helped Natasha feel more relaxed as she prepared for the birth. As labor began, Natasha was surprised to find the process easier than she'd expected. She felt a strange calming energy flowing through her. Dr. Foster and the medical team were amazed at how smoothly the delivery progressed. She gave birth to a healthy baby girl named Aria. When Natasha held baby Aria for the first time, she felt an overwhelming love and protectiveness. In the days after Aria's birth, Natasha and Agent Chen worked together to understand and nurture the baby's unique abilities. When Aria was 6 months old, Natasha decided it was time to introduce her to Raja. With proper safety measures in place, they visited the zoo. As they approached the tiger enclosure, Raja's reaction was incredible. His eyes softened, and he made a gentle chuffing sound, recognizing both Natasha and the baby. Over the years, Aria's gift grew stronger. Natasha found her calling working alongside her daughter in the agency to promote animal welfare and environmental protection. Their work gained international recognition, inspiring a new generation of conservationists and animal lovers.